Hi, welcome back to my channel. Stephanie here. I was looking through my videos I had here on my channel, and I realized I didn't have any videos while we were traveling during the summer until after we left Arizona. From Arizona on, there was nothing. And I really thought I had made some videos, but I guess I was just super annoyed at the way the trip went after that. So I thought I'd come on here and tell a little tale. If you hear any noise in the background, two of my kids are here. One's playing with Legos in the background, so if you hear that, that's what's going on. Alright. I did talk about this on my Facebook page, but I know not everyone that's on my Facebook page watches my YouTube videos and vice versa, so I thought I'd tell you a little tale. So after we left Arizona, in Arizona we went to the Grand Canyon and then we stopped at the Petrified National Forest. And then at that point we were still going on the assumption that we would need to stay in the Southwest, not too much further into like maybe San Antonio, Texas, and then we can make it back in time for our unknown appointment time at Blue Dog RV in Las Vegas. We had taken our RV there because one of our stabilizers had totally broken off. Basically, it wasn't level with the trailer, it was to the side. And they said that if we shipped it anywhere else, they would charge us shipping freight fee. We left Arizona and we were wanting to stay in the Southwest so that when we got our part, we could go all the way back to Las Vegas and not spend a week driving. So we wanted to go across New Mexico and just hop onto the different rest areas on I-40, I think it was. It's the northernmost road. Maybe it's I-10 or I-40. I forget at this point. And, but as we were coming across each rest area, it was closed. Closed. So we drove almost the entire width of New Mexico in one day. We were about, I'd say like 45 minutes away from the Texas-New Mexico border when we came across a rest area. The rest area was dark. We got there. I really needed to go pee, so I took my middle child with me to the bathroom. While I was in there, my husband had taken one of the water jugs that were empty to go fill up water from the water station. We come back and he said, the water tastes a little funny, but I think it's okay. I look up the water jug, one of those clear water jugs, and the water is so dirty, it's like almost brown. And I was like, I hope you didn't feed it to any of the other kids. Like, no. I'm like, well, good, because that is dirty. And he had a stomachache the next day, but not too bad. Okay, so after that, the next morning, we drove across the Texas-New Mexico border we landed at a visitor center in Amarillo. And the visitor center had lots of maps and things to see and do for all parts of Texas. And then it had like a bathroom, it had a filtered water station, and it had overnight parking. There's even parking for RVs and long-haul truck drivers and then cars. So we decided to stay there overnight. And then the next morning we went to our next destination, which was Lake Mead. We ended up staying there for 11 days. You can stay there for 14 days. Well, let me tell you why we left early. So for days like 7 through 10, it got really windy at night. So windy that it would wake me up, it would shake the trailer. Not too much worse than now when it's windy. And I told Jesse, my lovely dear husband, about it. He's like, all right, well, we'll leave soon. I'm like, no, I think we should leave today. No, one more night and then we can leave. I'm like, all right. So we did what he said. We stayed the night, one more night. And that night is when the winds were the worst. It shook the trailer. There's wind, there's rain, there's thunderstorms, there's lightning. It got so bad that Jesse kept having to go outside to adjust the stabilizers because it was making them go up and down and shake the trailer horribly, like things were falling off the shelf. So then the next day we left. We were getting, okay. The next day we were getting ready to leave. And you know, we shut down the trailer, we got it all closed together, and then I got all the kids into the truck. So everything all we had left to do was take the truck and hook it up to the trailer. And the kids were in the truck. As they were getting in the truck was moving. I heard this crackling, like cracking ice. I looked around and this noise was coming from the back window. You could see cracks in it, and they were getting worse and worse. So I yelled up to the kids, get out now! And they listened to me. There was no like, why Mom? What do you want us to get out of the car for? Nothing like that. So then,
It's a truck, Mom.
Yes, a truck. Sorry. So then my husband came over when it was wrong. I said, look at the truck. Look at the windows. We couldn't figure out what happened. So we were inspecting what could have caused it because there's no rocks or anything. And we discovered that the hard top cover of the back of the truck, the wind had lifted it off its hinges and broken the window. So we did the only thing we could do. We covered the inside of the truck with a camping blanket and we broke out the window the rest of the way. Because it was going to come out. I'd rather it come out now than as we were driving down the road with the kids in the back seat. So then after that, we left Lake Mead. But as we were leaving, we noticed the tire was low. So we went to the local ranger station. Can you not do that? It's shaking the trailer. Thank you. Went to the local ranger station. They filled up our tire. Told them about the broken window. So then our next area was we went into a city not far from us called Borger, Texas, and they had an RV park there. Well, it was like a parking lot by a city park. In Texas, there's no public lands at all, and so we stayed at this city park in Borger, Texas. Across the street from us was a park with a playground equipment, sand area, and a splash pad to play in the water. At this point, it was close to 90 degrees. As we got parked and we hooked it up, the trailer up and everything, we noticed that our little bit of a flat tire was now completely flat. Next comes the awesome part of changing a flat tire, which took like 4 hours. 4 hours because we had trouble unhooking the spare tire from underneath the trailer or the truck. Then we had trouble putting together the awesome jack for the truck because it was like in 3 or 4 pieces. So after all that was done, we got it all together, and then we celebrated my daughter's birthday with a cake, and then my middle daughter was like, do we have to stay in Texas anymore? It's really hot. Like, okay, no problem. So we decided to go up to Colorado. We head to Colorado. I want to go up I-25 and hitchhike the different rest areas. My husband doesn't want to drive up the main highway. So I'm like, all right, look, there's this other highway. It's called the Highway of Legends. Like Highway 12. Goes up through the mountains. No big deal. Except for that, we ran out of gas because I didn't realize the elevation change, and we ran out of gas. We got stranded. Someone was nice enough to go get gas for us and lead us to a free camping area in the mountains that we're in. And we were there for, I thought it was like 17 days, but apparently we're only there for like 12 days. But during those 12 days, we ran out of water. Our truck batteries died. And we were able to get fresh water from a campsite, from a well water pump. There was bad cell coverage. It got so bad that my little boy and me had to like go down the mountain road and find spots that had good cell coverage so my husband could check in with his dad, check his bank account. We were waiting for money to come into the bank so we could leave finally. And it was during one of those trips down the road that he got a hold of the Blue Dog here in Bend, and they said, no, it's Blue Dog in Redmond. And they said, we can fit you in on the 17th of July if you can make it here by then. I said, we're like, sure. So we waited for money to come. July 1st, it wasn't there. I said, let's just go down there. Worst case is we just have to go to a couple different parking spots in Trinidad and to wait it out. So we are getting ready to get off the mountains. That's when we discovered we had dead battery because my oldest daughter didn't close the door all the way and it drained the battery. Kids flagged down help. from campers going up and down. We got down, we got the trailer truck all hooked up, and that's when I found our second flat tire of the trip, and that was our RV truck, or RV tire. So then, once we got to a level spot, going down the mountain, we changed the tire. It's like 20 minutes in and out. And then we went down to Trinidad, Colorado, parked at the Walmart parking lot, and there was no money. That was great. So that was July 2nd. Like, well, it has to be here by tomorrow. We were just hoping it would be here by the next day. So on July 3rd, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning or so. I woke Jesse up, made him check his phone. It was there. Great. So I go inside the Walmart, get bagels or donuts or something for breakfast, and then we got our tire fixed for the truck. They couldn't fix the one for the RV because they didn't have the right tire. It was that night when we decided that my husband and I decided, you know what? We're tired of all this stuff happening. We're tired of the hot desert air. We can just like go back to Oregon when there's lots of public land and just wait it out for our appointment at the Red and Blue Dog. And so in the course of trying to figure out where we're going to do the fireworks, I was like, let's just drive straight home. Can you drive home and make it there by 10 o'clock on July 4th? He said, sure. Told the kids, lots of driving. One of them only cried once. We drove straight up I-25 like I wanted originally. And then we stopped in Wyoming, Rock Springs, Wyoming, spent the night, left again the next morning at 6:30. Had our third flat tire of our trip outside of Burns, changed that, got into Bend at 9 o'clock. We waited for the fireworks. And that's when we decided that even after our trailer got fixed with the jack that needed to get fixed, we weren't going to travel anymore. We were done. We're just going to stay at home and relax. And that is the funny story about our Colorado trip. If you want to keep getting notifications for my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like it. If not, that's okay. I'm going to try to do more of these type of videos more often. And that's about it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.